Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa. This is my workshop. I went to my first Liars Model Car Club meeting. And for those of you who have not seen some of the other videos, Liars stands for Long Island Auto Replica Society Club. This is who they... Whoop, dropping stuff. This is the Liars Club, and you know, I met a lot of really terrific people there last night. I mean, they welcomed me with open arms, and you know, thank you for accepting me into your club, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting to know everybody a little bit better and moving forward with the club. Great bunch of guys down there. Okay, let's see. In the last video, well, let me do this. I don't have too much of a list here today. First of all, my friend John Pilger. John's home from the hospital finally, and he's recovering. And he told me that his recovery time is going to be, I think, up until around December 14th, I said, or he said. Anyway, John, you know, you're in my thoughts, buddy. Get well, and, you know, I hope we get together here in the workshop real soon. So get better, all right? And then I have something from Jadi. I'm going to spell this. I don't know how to pronounce it. Jadioj. Dioj? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm messing that up. Anyway, he wants to know if I have any issues with my dehydrator set at 120. I typically set my dehydrator at 120, and I run it for half an hour, and he was asking if I had any issues with my dehydrator at that setting. No, I really don't have any issues at that setting. Now, occasionally, you know, with an enamel, for example, sometimes I'll let that run for an hour. After a half an hour with enamel, it'll be dry, but it won't be 100% cured. There's still a little bit of tack to it after a half an hour. So if I run it for an hour, that usually is just fine. Sometimes with a top coat, you know, I have to run it for about an hour. Other than that, you know, using acrylics, enamels, and lacquers for a half an hour at 120, I really don't have any issues. Okay, so in the last video, I shot these spoons, okay, with the Kaleido paint, okay, and you know, I was mentioning that, you know, even without the top gloss, you get a pretty nice shine, whereas most acrylics will come out rather flat. Okay, so here is a Vallejo orange color. All right, what color is this specifically? Let me see. Hang on. This is Vallejo bright orange. Okay, and this spoon has been floating around for a while, so it's a little banged up. But the point that I'm trying to get to is, you know, it's a nice color and so forth, but there's no shine to it. And this is how a lot of acrylics come out. All right, they will come out flat. All right, this, as you can see, all right, has a nice shine going, and there is no top coat on this. So that's one of the distinct differences between the Kaleido acrylics and a lot of other acrylics. Here's the blue spoons that I shot in the other video as well. Okay, again, no top coat on these. All right, and you've got a nice shine going there. Okay, so let's see what kind of a shine you can produce if you do shoot a top coat on these Kaleido colors. Okay, so we'll go back into the workshop in just a minute, and we will do that. Let me show you a mocked up version of the Corvette. Okay, you saw me shoot this the other day, and this will get a little bit of blue right in here. Okay, I colored the grids there silver, and I'll have to come in and hand paint in here in the blue. Okay, I was going to go with black, but you know what? I went on and did some research, and the research shows that inside these grids, it's the same color as the body color. So I guess that's what I'll go with. So there's the engine. I'll turn it over this way so it looks it looks a little better going that way. Still got a little ways to go. The interior is not in. This is just mocked up temporarily just to, you know, take a look at it, okay? And of course, I still have to add the patina or the weathering underneath. So we still have a little ways to go with this Corvette. But, you know, we're kind of getting down to the home stretch. I'm hoping to get this wrapped up in the next couple of days, and then I can go pick out another kit. And I might even circle back around and get some work done on that Peterbilt wrecker that I've been working on for the last 100 years. So let's, well, you know what? I've got some, I just wanted to show you this. It's not going to really carry a whole lot of weight at this point. But this is an enamel, MCW enamel. You can see it's got a nice shine on it, all right? And this is Pro Scale, all right? And again, these have been primed. No, I'm sorry, not primed. Shot with the 2K. That's what I'm trying to get to. Allergies are killing me today. So that's what we're hoping to get after I shoot the Kaleido spoons that I just showed you, all right? Can we get these up to this level, okay? Can we get an acrylic with a top coat up to this kind of a shine on an enamel? Well, we're going to find out right now, okay? So let's go back. Okay, gang, so we're back here at the spray booth, and we are going to use the Kaleido Gloss Varnish as our top coat on those spoons, all right? So here we go. This is what we're using, okay? And I added 2 drops to the mixture. Now, what I did was I filled this up to 5 milliliters. So that's 2 drops to the 5 milliliter level with the gloss varnish, okay? So here are our spoons, okay? And we're gonna shoot that with the gloss varnish, see if we can get this shine up a little bit better, okay? In fact, let me put this over here, all right? And let's get started with that. I am going to use my Gallery Mobius 0.3 airbrush, okay? And we're going to pour our, let me get my, there we go. All right, should be plenty to do what we are going to do. Let me get these out of the way. And let's get started. All right, now this looks like it's a milky white substance. This will dry clear, okay? Test shot, all right? Make sure we're shooting okay. Just like we did with the application of the paint, all right? You don't want to pull all the way back on this. I'm gonna start off, okay, can you see that okay? I'm gonna start off with the trigger back about 1/4 of the way, light coat, keeping it moving, all right? It doesn't really look like a whole lot, but after this comes out of the dehydrator, hopefully we'll have a nice shine, all right? And in the time that it took me to do that, I'm ready to shoot another layer here, all right? So I want to give this, you know, a little bit of time to set up in between passes, just like we did with the paint. Give it about 30 seconds to pause and set up, all right? I'm going to come back in now a little bit closer, and I'm pulling back on the trigger about halfway, all right? Now we're starting to get a little bit of a better shine. I'm going to go one more time, all right? Okay, we're going to set that aside. Okay, let's try the silver base. Okay, am I getting this in frame okay? I'm going to try moving this. I don't think you're seeing this properly. I'm going to move this camera. Okay, hang on. I've got the new camera mount up here, so I can't blame the camera mount this time. This time it's me, the way I position the camera. Hang on. Okay, gang, tell me how this is. Is this a little bit better? Can you see a little bit better now? think that's better. You know, I've been on YouTube just a little over a year, and I'm still trying to figure out how to keep things in the proper frame and centering things. So, but I think I've gotten better than the first couple of videos from a year ago. First few videos that I shot a year ago were awful. Okay. Now I'll come back in. I paused. I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to be back about halfway on the trigger. Give this a wetter coat. Okay. And we've got the last green spoon here. All right. And this is, oh, this is on the gold. This is on the gold. All right. Now I've explained about, you know, pulling back on the trigger about a quarter of the way and then halfway back and so forth. So I'm not going to keep doing that. I think you got the point. So I'm going to go over these blue spoons. You've seen me do the green ones, so I don't want to bore you by going through the same procedure with the blue one. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to shoot these spoons and get them into the dehydrator, okay? Okay, gang, so all of our spoons are out of the dehydrator, all right? And here is our green, actually it's turquoise, our Kaleido turquoise right here. Okay, that's what I used for those spoons. There we go. Can I get that to focus? There we go. All right, so this is our turquoise color, all right, right here. And we wanted to compare and see if we could get this Kaleido acrylic to shine as well as an enamel with 2K clear, all right? This is MCW, what is this? Plum Crazy Metallic, all right, by MCW with 2K clear on it, all right? So let's take a peek and see if we can compare the two. Now, an acrylic should not come close to an enamel with 2K clear. These were shot, let's remember, with the Kaleido Gloss Varnish. All right, this is not 2K clear. And I'll tell you, it's really pretty darn close. I mean, you've got a wonderful shine. Okay, if you had to twist my arm, you know, there is a little bit more of a shine on here. My point is that an acrylic, particularly an acrylic that doesn't have 2K clear on it, should not come close. And this is right there with it, at least in my opinion. All right. So let's take a look at our blue. This is the Rally Spirit Blue. All right. And this is Pro Scale. What is this? Fluorescent red. Okay. And that was also shot with 2K clear. Okay. And again, pretty close. Okay. Again, if you have to twist my arm, there's probably a little bit more of a shine on this, but this is coming close. Now, why go with an acrylic if you can go with an enamel or a lacquer? Well, the fact of the matter is that acrylic, it has no odor. That's one big thing, all right? The level of toxicity with these paints is present to a certain degree. No, it's not going to kill you, but over, you know, a period of time using it over and over again, you know, if you have the choice between using something that has a little bit of a toxicity factor incorporated into it versus something that has just about no toxicity level, and you can achieve this kind of a finish, I think it speaks for itself. A lot of people, you know, I'm very lucky. I have a nice big workshop and so forth, but a lot of people live in a smaller environment. Some people are in apartments. Some people even are in mobile homes or trailers and so forth, and they're building on their kitchen table or maybe a tray table or something like that. If that's the case, you don't want to be using a paint that's going to stink things up. Your acrylics will give you the opportunity to paint your model without the stink and the toxicity. So that's one big reason why. And of course, you know, these paints are water-based, where, you know, these paints are solvents, okay? So, you know, if you can achieve a level, whoop, there we go. If you can achieve a level like this with a product with, you know, no odor, less toxicity in your small environment, again, that speaks for itself. And the finish really also speaks for itself. All right, remember that Vallejo spoon that I showed you, the orange one, how it came out flat? I figured while I'm at the spray booth with the Kaleido Gloss Varnish, I would take a shot at shooting that Vallejo spoon with the Kaleido Gloss Varnish just to see if we could get it to shine. There you go. Okay, I know these black marks have nothing to do with that. As I mentioned, this spoon has been actually floating around here for a while and just got marred up and banged up and so forth. But the Kaleido Gloss Varnish on the Vallejo works very, very nicely, as you can see. Also, I went a little bit further. This is the Tamiya clear blue that I've got on the Corvette, and I shot this with the Kaleido Gloss Varnish, okay? And that came out really nice as well. This, I'm banging my camera mount. Oh, this was Kaleido Twilight Purple. I just found this laying around, and I figured, you know what? While I'm standing here, I still had a little bit of gloss varnish in the paint cup, so I just shot it for the heck of it. But that's the Twilight Purple by Kaleido. All right, isn't that terrific? Okay, so that gives you an idea of what you're able to accomplish with the Kaleido and the Gloss Varnish. It will approach and sometimes actually, you know, rival a traditional enamel or lacquer, as you can see. Okay, so pretty good stuff. All right, let's see. Let's go back into the other room. Hang on. Okay, actually, I lied. I went back to the paint bench. And I came back to the paint bench for a reason. I've gotten a lot of requests, or questions is probably a better way to term it, about what paints I use, okay? You know, what is the best paint? What am I using? As you can see, I have a number of paints that I can choose from, and I've got paint down here, and I've got paint down here. I've got paint all over the place, okay? You know, I'll go into that in another video, all right? But I just wanted to let you know, for all of you who are asking me about paint and so forth, I haven't forgotten. I will do that in another video. I'm trying to shorten these videos up so we don't run so long. So I will leave this for another video. I'm working on the interior tub right now for the Corvette. All right, now we're going to go into the other room. Hold on. Okay, so I think that test went pretty well. I hope that was helpful. I can't remember if I did this or not. You know, I'm losing my mind. But anyway, check out my sponsor, Gallery, okay? And they are running a Black Friday sale on all of their airbrushes, their equipment, and their paints, all right? From November 18th to December 18th, all right? 45% off of everything, okay? That's pretty good. And if you use my discount code, you'll get an additional 10% off of that, okay? So make sure you use my discount code at checkout, all right? So you'll get 45% plus another 10%. That's pretty good. I might even go shopping myself. That's so good. And of course, on Amazon, they have their Amazon store now up and running, which I haven't gotten that together yet. CETA over a gallery is going to kill me. So anyway, you can go over to Amazon and get that 45% discount. And hopefully in the next couple of days, I'm going to get my Amazon act together, and you will be able to use my discount code there for an additional 10% off. Okay. I've got my codes. I just have to figure out how to input everything and make it work. I just want to touch on this real quick before we leave. This was in the last video, and some of you sent me messages and so forth saying that this was too far away and you couldn't see it. So, you know, these are all the Kaleido colors here. All right, this is called Scorched Gold. This is a metallic color. Isn't that great? All right, so you know, let me just show you those real quick. These have all been shot with the Kaleido Gloss Varnish. Okay, so I'm sorry that I had these held out too far away for you to see, and I'm comparing them with the tester's enamel up here, and these are the lacquers right down here. All right, so side by side, you know, the Kaleidos being on this side and the enamels and lacquers on this side, and I hope that this is a little bit closer for you to see and compare. Okay, so sorry about that. Like I said, you know, Papa is a dunderhead, so I'm working on it. I'm trying to be less of a dunderhead. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm just at 21 minutes, so I'm kind of getting these down to under a half an hour. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll probably get another video out before Thanksgiving, but if I don't, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have lots of turkey and stuffing and so on and so forth, and I will see you in the next video, okay?